Hello everyone, I'm still Mojo from Kazna and you are watching another replay done for Kursor TV. Today we are going to watch again a demo of mine, this time on Ruinberg and done on English, and I just want to show you a different kind of gameplay because the last clip was done on Cliff, which is really highly offensive map, open map, and this is semi-closed map, something you can play around with medium. So let's go through the basics first. We have a Bat-Chat 25 ton. It's a very light medium, so you don't want to ram anyone with it. As we said before, 1800 HP and only 25 tons. Weight limit is like 28, fully loaded. That means that anything can ram you for several hundred HP, so really please avoid it. Even being touched by heavy tank can really have dire consequences. Speed limit is 65 kilometers per hour and it gets there really fast. And what I would seclude from the other kind of stats is this gun depression of -6, which is not too great. So basically when you want to fire with this tank and play some kind of cooldown, you should better turn your tank backwards and do it like it. It has only 30 shells and it gets to shoot between a shell about 2.7 seconds, and you cannot really lower that value, but your accuracy and aim time you can lower with better crew, coffee and BIA ventilation and such things. We've been all over this, and the values you are interested in here are the upper one. When you have 100% crew with vents and BIA, it's like 3.1k damage per minute that this tank can do. Now about the guns, the top gun here has 259 pen with APCR and 330 with heat with 390 average damage. Now that's all cool. I mean, everyone knows the Bat-Chat was actually heavily nerfed, and shooting with it now actually requires quite some aiming and maybe even some RNG, but it's still one of the best mediums in the game and definitely the fastest one and the best spotter of them all. As I stated on other video, you can even use the lower gun with this medium if you want to play some really specific games like Clan Wars on Mines and you really want to press on and have shells before the other mediums get them. So yeah, that's an option, but be aware the top pen of this kind of ammo is then 263 and you can have a really hard time penning some heavy tanks with it. So there are some pros, there are some cons, but also aiming time and dispersion are quite better. Now we're gonna shift to this kind of view here that I really like. You can see how it looks to have this tank completely equipped. Now I saw even in some comments on YouTube that one guy said, oh, you cannot lower things below 2.7 seconds. Yes, you cannot lower time between the two shells. That's correct. But the aim time and dispersion and any kind of those, yes, you can. Now what is dispersion? We've been saying that many times. That means that that's how big is your aim literally of a tank, and what's allocation of the shell when you shoot on 100 meters, and this means 0.34 meters it can go in a circle, and you need 2.2 seconds when it's fully buffed like this to aim. The only thing that you can change here, you can dump maybe medic for a fire extinguisher and you can really lower your chances to be set on fire like that. You really need repair, and I like to play with coffee. And because you have a view range of 425 like this, you can maybe take out gun lane drive for coated. And look at this. This value of spotting goes really high then. Now that's an option, guys, and it just depends. Do you prefer to play like a shooter or a spotter? You can even put binos on for some more stationary spotting and you can see, whoa, ho, ho, you can't even see tanks at that length, but never mind. You can still break their camo value much earlier with this if you are stationary. Now let's switch to Ruinberg. The side I played was north, and we are going to do something like a standard. We are going to show what can you do with tanks where can you shoot. Now I would definitely not advise you to go anywhere in a city from upper side, like from here. No, no way. If you want to go and fight something with a medium in a city, you should have, for one, a normal, decently fast medium that's not very tall. So that means like a Bat-Chat is doable if you really want to, but Russian medium is hard turrets are much better. And then you would go like this and get some cover there. And I would recommend you to stay here in these houses as I drew it, because from there then you can have shots like this and you can be fairly safe, because you cannot always count your team will cover you from the either side. They might have some tanks, let's say they can come like this and shoot you in your back if you're not covered, or their tanks can come somewhere like this or like this and just shoot you back if you're not careful enough. So yeah, that's one of the things to be careful about. Other option is definitely you can just go for a spot here and then park yourself somewhere here, and then you get some shots down in a city again, and you can shoot across in a field in the close tanks. But the one that I like the most, honestly, if I have a fast tank enough, is to go like this here or in a bush here. Now why would you do that? This is really hardcore offensive position and I like to do it with lights. If you judge that they don't have many fast tanks, you can actually risk it, and from this position here you can spot anything, you can extract yourself, you can spot everything, you can shoot, and from the upper position here you are fairly safe and you can have a cross shot here from someone else spotting. So those are all okay ways to play a medium for a start and not to be passive. That means you will not sit somewhere, I don't know, here and pretend to be a tank destroyer, or here and pretend to be the same, or God forbid, here and pretend to be a victim. You really don't want to do any of those, because that's just plain numb. Let's call it like that. Well, that being said, we are going to shift on a video and check out the game itself. Okay, boys and girls, here we are at Ruinberg. This is north side, and you can see I'm playing my Bat-Chat with coffee. I even don't carry a fire extinguisher because I prefer my crew members more than possibility to be set on fire. It's kind of a risk, and if it happens, it happens. I got like this shitty spawn with this big hole in front that slows me down for a start. And let's do one specific thing we need to do on the start of the every game. Let's see what we have and what do they have. Two arties, that's quite easy to see. We have 3. It's not that good for Ruinberg, but they have only one tier 10 medium compared to our 2 plus several tier 9 mediums, and they have like 3 light tanks. So all in all, considering I can play really aggressive in a field, and they have definite huge advantage in city. Huge advantage. That's something that our heavies might actually want to check. So let us move on. If you paid attention to how I displaced the map, I actually went for option number 3. That means I will not definitely go to the city in this constellation, and I want to go and do a spotting like this. So this is the bush I've been talking about. You're fairly safe here, you can even take the more advanced one. And the reason why I actually want to shoot this light here, although you should not do it as light as a medium, is because no one usually expects you to be there, and I can take a small risk before they re-aim on me and run away, because there is no huge amount of tanks that can actually shoot me, and then I can just hobble away. So here we are. They have one light less, one tier 10 medium, and the game is going cool, you would say. Yeah, it's 2-1 for us. We just lost one light and they lost a tier 10 medium and a light, and one more guy is on one shot. So really nice advantage. I'm close to done with reload, and this is the most important thing now. I'm gonna pause again. By the minimap you can see a lot of their tanks being spotted, and you can see this Jack Tiger running away. What what what's telling us that? It tells us that this field is practically empty and that we should really press on fast before our city gets killed and zerged over. Oh yeah, by the way, my mission, current mission for my medium is the last mission. Do 4k damage on tank destroyers, and that's about that. I would get, I think I have to survive also a secondary or something like that. But never mind that. I'm completely missed an open shell, but that's Bat-Chatillon for you boys. And I will keep pressing on, because my lights tend to be best dressed snipers in a game. And since the introduction of M41 Grand Final Edition, which is really uber nice tank to play, but a lot of guys that never played light tanks in their lives are playing it now because of cool black camo that they are like totally jerking on. You can see a lot of strange plays here. So here we go, some more damage for me, one less enemy. Still the game looks okay. It's 4-4. We lost the city at the moment, and we have some people in weird position with mediums that I already said there is no need to do. Like, if you have a lot of mediums, it's much smarter just go in a goddamn field and attack it, win it fast, come back. But as it happens always, mediums that win the field usually stay too long there, they don't come back, and they tend to try to attack trenched up tanks and just die. This 57 used to be a beast once upon a time, and here we go! A mighty roll of Bat-Chatillon for 343, which actually gave him a chance to fire a shell at me. What can you do? So here comes the cap started. For some reason our arties, like a Bat-Chatillon arty, the fastest arty in the game, he refused to run away and just stood there and died like a bot. I would say like a bot he is, because it's really unacceptable when you are seeing tanks coming your way that you just don't move. Like, what was he doing, smoking or something? That's like really uber annoying when you have someone like that in a team. And I should be watching where I'm driving, because my fat ass will not go through that little house. Well, at least we have one arty that knows how to play. It's this guy Bubulaku, and we have 4 people in a cap. We're gonna try to lower that number a bit. And the problem is now for me, because I cannot really reload, and I cannot really get any reliable shots because the height of the road here you can see, and the Jack Panther is really hidden well. So I'm like pressing tab panically all the time, and yeah, it's 11-8 now from all that really lovely start. Our guys are majorly suiciding in their base. That's why I'm killing myself in these walls, because I'm seeing IS-4 and IS-7 down, and I see the last of our guys dying. So here we go, a convoy and the first reset, and I have 2 more shells. Now I have to be really careful. They have no arty to kill me, but this guy can penetrate me and kill me and throw me away in the next battle. So I just need to fade, and then I need to shoot well to reset him. That's all I need to do. And there we go, a reset comes through. Finding an angle to really pen him from here, that's more an RNG, so it's easier to just fire that shell and just go in reload with everything I have left, and that's heat. So RT manages to splash him for 400, and it's 3 of us left, a T-54, a tier 9 that just died, me with 10 shells and RT, against 5 of them. And by my luck, it's usually 5 of them, on most of them will be on like 100% HP. Well, the reload is almost done. It still shows it's only one guy in a cap, so that's that guy. He doesn't know where I am. I can peek over the roadside, but I prefer this because I really don't know where the hell are the rest of their tanks. I'm gonna shoot his commander hatch with heat. That's actually something you can pen with Bat-Chatillon. So here we go, 4 shells left in a clip. Not worth of reload, because we don't know where their tanks are. If I put reload now and like something like Bulldog comes, I'm gonna die. So I need to find them fast. And the score is really utterly BS. 13-11 after a so nice start we had. I have 5 kills. Okay, some of them are leached, some of them I really took. But the main thing is, I played aggressive and I did my best to keep the game up. So here we go back to the old spotting positions. There is nothing on my left. Need to see, are the heavies incoming? Yes they are, and yes I'm spotted, and yes I need to run away right now. The thing with Sixth Senses, it triggers after 3 seconds. Don't forget that. By the aim of his gun I knew he spotted me immediately. So 3 shells left in a clip, and they're trying to corner me, IS-7 and IS-4. And God knows where are the Bulldog and Jack Tiger. They can be in my base by now. So the field of play is kind of shortening and I'm basic. Yeah. At least this art is not giving up and he's giving some shells. So let's make it best use of these 3 shells, and there you go. Immediately I fired, a Jack Tiger saw me, so at least I can do a bit more of him. Because he's playing some weird attempt to full down, so he gave me his lower plate, but I have 5 shells. They have definitely more HP than I have shells. If this arty doesn't start one-shooting people, it's not gonna end well. Whew, that was a lucky one. I just saw I missed. I like dodged that shell by this long. And this is like my fetish lately. I took this bracelet at Grand Finals. They gave it to all the audience and everyone who wanted. You do it like this and it shines. Ting, 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 ting. And there is a Bulldog, a Capper. A bit of luck for me because Bat-Chat doesn't usually connect like this. And I'm on one shot. It's pretty safe to say I will not win this game compared because they have really huge HP pool and I'm alone. And I have 4 shells. At best I can do 1600 of damage, which is pretty much not enough to kill like 2 of them. If I connect this and I have a high roll, maybe, but I don't connect. I mean I connect but I don't pen. What can you do? Now they know where I am and I have 3 shells left. That shall count. Oh yeah, as I stated on the start, I have a mission to do 4k damage to TDs. I have no clue how much actually I did, I have no mods. So I know I shot a lot on several TDs, like on Waffen, on Conway, on Jack Tiger. So I'm like, okay, I have 3 shells. Let's surprise them, come from this side, maybe kill a Jack Tiger and at least maybe do a mission. So let's see what happens. See, they were expecting me from the other side. And that's about my e-game. So I'm pretty much dead here. Let's switch to statistics and you're gonna know what I meant with close games. Basically I lacked 200 damage to do the bloody mission and I even lost a game. Not cool, but at least you saw a way you can play a Ruinberg. Okay, we can see the game was exciting, and Bat-Chat definitely needs some more ammo sometimes, and when you miss few shells you really want to cry after every shell that you missed and you didn't do damage, because at the end it all goes. It's like something like a karma, I would even say. When you miss those shells it bounces back on you in a very bad way. So we see its defeat. It's not the highest experience, that's why I didn't show you the demo. I wanted to show you what you can do actually on Ruinberg. If you have a normal team it would be much better. So I got like 4 medals here. De Langlade. Now that's the rare medal, pretty rare, because it requires from you to actually kill 4 guys that were capping your base. They don't have to do it in the same time. You can, as you saw on demo, it can be in different times, but it's still 4 guys on the cap. That's quite a lot. Defender, you need 70 points plus. Yeah, I have 100 and plus God knows how much more. Since I don't know how many patches they actually turned off, so you can't see the total value of your decap. When you get to 100 it's done. It always stays like that. High caliber, you need to do more than 20% damage, and honestly, let's see. I did 6.7k. I would say it qualifies, considering the next guy in my team did 3k, so yeah. How did this guy with 0 everything actually get in a half of the list? I really do not know. I really don't understand the mechanic of this game. Oh, while he was dying, he spotted 1700. Okay, that explains it. Best player ever. And Top Gun, of course. I had 7 kills, so I fulfilled that. We can see here I had some sniping damage about 300 meters, but mainly this is the reason why it was tragic for me. I didn't pen 3 shells and I didn't connect 6, so I missed a lot, guys. Even with all buffed crew and consumables, it's really risky with butt shots, especially when you are shooting through the fences or some grass or whatever that obstructs your view. And let's see the money toll. The money toll! Oh, expensive! Expensive! Okay, minus 15k. Not that bad. Considering I shot like 10 heat shells, it's even okay. If I won, I will get more experience and more money and more everything, but you can't have it all. Well, I hope, guys, this was a good lesson for you all. Pay attention how you shoot on your shells and really try to win every game until the end, because there is always a chance, even a minuscule one. I just didn't have enough of team to play with around. They would buy me at least some time. Thank you all for watching. I hope you really like this, and follow us on Kursor TV. We are going to make some tutorial videos within a week, and they will be about different maps, how can you play them, with what tanks, what can you do, some little tricks, and so on and so on. So stay tuned. See y'all.